Hi everyone and welcome. In this video we are going to perform the post-installation configuration on a nested ESXi host that would have been created in a previous lab exercise. Basically this means we're going to configure IP and we're going to configure the network time protocol. I'm going to work from my ESXi 01 VM. Switch up to that. You can do them in whatever order you want. I'm going to open a web console so that we can get to the configuration screen or console screen. Just hit space to wake it up. First thing I'm going to do is log in. So that is going to be the F2 key. It's going to be root and then the course password that we're using. That will open up DCUI where we can perform a number of different configuration tasks. We are going to configure the management network. So arrow down to configure management network. I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to go down and configure IPv4. One thing I'll point out here, network adapters. So you'll notice that there is network adapter VMNIC 0 is selected for the management network. That's the first one that gets enumerated. In this case, that's great. When you're installing ESXi on physical hardware, that first enumerated network adapter may not be the one you want. And if you need to change that, this is where you would do that. So you would just hit enter on network adapters, arrow down and hit space beside whichever network adapter you want to select it, and then hit enter. I'm going to escape to get out of that. Go down to IPv4 configuration. I'll press enter. We want this to be static, so I'll arrow down here and hit space. And then I'll arrow down and put in the IP address that we want from our lab schematic. This is going to be a /24 network. And we will put in also our default gateway. And that's all we have to do for IP. We're going to come down to DNS configuration and hit enter for that. We're going to specify we want to use a specific DNS address. So I just arrow down, press space. That will allow us to put in the DNS server IP. That's going to be the IP address of that infrastructure server 2016 machine that we built. I know that that's not serving DNS right now, but it will be eventually, and that's really all we need to worry about. I'm also going to come down and change the host name to match my VM name and then the vclass.local domain. And I'm going to, for DNS suffixes, also set this to our vclass.local domain. That's all I need to do for that. I escape to return back out. It asks me if I want to restart the management network, which I definitely do. I'll say yes. And we can see now that the IP configuration turns up on the right-hand side there. If I escape to log out, then that will take me back out to the login screen, and you can see that the host name and also the IP address is now set. I'm not going to bother going through configuring the second ESXi host. That's basically the same, except the IP address and host name are different. But we are going to look at configuring NTP. So I'm going to open another tab. I'm going to put in the IP address on the ESXi host that I just configured. And since this is a self-signed certificate, we'll have to accept the warning. And we'll log in using the root account. And we'll keep that. We don't need to bother joining the Customer Experience Improvement Program because this is all just testing. We are now into the web interface for our host. Just going to minimize that window so that we can see a little bit more information. So this is the management window, or the management website for our ESXi host. What I'm going to do is configure some services. I'll go into Manage, and as soon as we go into Manage, the System tab is going to be the default one. We have time and date. So I'm going to select that. And right now, this is not using NTP. We can see that that service is stopped. So I'm going to edit this. And I'm going to specify, I'm going to use NTP. We do not want to start and stop manually. We're going to want to start and stop that with the host. And then we also have to specify the NTP server. So that is one of the NTP servers on the college infrastructure. I'll save that out. And I'm also going to want to start that service. And once we get a refresh here, we'll see that that is started. So this is now running, and that will be able to automatically configure our time from the NTP server, which is exactly what we want. That is really all we need to do with respect to post-installation configuration. That's a wrap for the video. Hopefully this has been helpful for you, and we'll see you next time.